She is a best-selling author. She has been on the New York Times best-selling list. She has written and created so many wonderful books for Chicken Soup for the Soul for women, and also two wonderful best-selling books, Happy for No Reason, and her latest one, Love for No Reason. We are talking with the one and only Marci Shimoff, and I'm so excited because you are the reason I'm so happy right now. You are here in the Lansing area talking. You gave a wonderful speech. But you're here because you've got an important message to let people. It's a serious message that really has a lot to do with just lightening up and having some fun.
You know, I absolutely believe, and I know you do too, that we are not alive just to survive. We are here to thrive. That our lives, we are put on this planet, and the reason we're put on this planet is to grow in our capacity to experience more joy, more love, more happiness. Now that doesn't mean we don't have challenges, but that's what we're here to learn. We're here to learn how to love anyway, how to be happy for no reason, meaning how to be happy even if the circumstances don't look exactly the way you want them to look.
We have programmed ourselves with our belief systems. I know that so many of us walk around with self-limiting beliefs that we just can't get beyond. What would you offer to somebody that says, you know, I'm ready to change? What's the first step for me?
Good. Well, the first step is to recognize that we each have responsibility for our own lives and our own happiness, that happiness is actually something we can change, that science has cracked the code on happiness, and we know now that you can raise what's called your happiness set point. So the first step is to take responsibility and to look at all the ways that you've been limiting your life by thinking that you needed something else to be happy. And I have a little quote, a little line that people can fill in. It's called the I'll be happy when myth. Just write on a piece of paper all the ways that you're postponing your happiness. You know, I'll be happy when I lose 20 pounds. I'll be happy when I get married. I'll be happy when I get divorced. What are all the ways that you're waiting for happiness?
Exactly. When you can do it right now.
That's right.
I always say people walk around with a lot of buts, big buts.
Yes.
I'll be happy, but I can't because. The
yes.
same type of thing there. So, you know, your new book, which is Love for No Reason, has a huge message for everyone right now. And why is this so important to you right now?
Well, when I finished Happy for No Reason, and I practiced everything that I talked about in that book, and you know, I interviewed 100 people who were unconditionally happy, who were examples of this, and I found what did they do differently than the rest of the world, and they had different habits. And I started employing those habits myself because I wasn't particularly happy, and it worked. I'd say I went from a D+ in happiness to an A-.
Wow.
And so that, I was very inspired by that. But when I finished Happy for No Reason, I did some soul searching and I said, what do I want more than happiness? And there was only one answer. The only thing that trumps happiness is love. And if you think about the times in your life when you have been the most fulfilled, there were times when you felt love. So but I'm not talking about love as in a relationship kind of love where you fall in love and then you fall out of love. I'm talking about living in a state of love where all the time you are experiencing love in your life. You're in love with life. And what a great way to live.
Absolutely. And love for no reason, which is extending that unconditional love out to everyone.
Yes.
And understanding that we're all walking around with our own battles, our own pain, our own stories that a lot of times people don't know or aren't even aware of. So I think that's very powerful.